It's no secret that drag racing and muscle cars go hand in hand, and today we're looking at some of the factory-built and factory-backed full race versions of some awesome muscle cars from the Brothers collection. Our first race car from the Brothers collection is an awesome 1968 Dodge Hemi Dart. There were about 80 factory-built Dodge Darts stuffed with the 426 Hemi back in 1968. They were pulled from the Hamtramck, Michigan assembly line as unfinished 383-powered Dart GTS cars, and then were sent to the Hurst Performance Research Facility for the option code LO23 conversion, designed to compete in the white-hot NHRA Super Stock drag class. The fenders and hood were fiberglass, and the doors and bumpers were submerged in nitric acid, a process which thins the metal and lightens them to bring the car down to about 3,000 pounds. Hemi Darts were powered by the 12.5-to-1 compression Race 426 Hemi V8 engine, complete with dual 4-barrel carburetors on a cross-ram intake, and a Dana rear axle stuffed with 486 gears when coupled with the 727 automatic transmission backed up that engine. The recipe worked, as this car ran 1019 at 132 in the quarter mile back in 1972. And you can learn the whole story in episode 308 of Muscle Car of the Week. Next up is a purpose-built 2010 Ford Mustang called the FR500 CJ, and it's a modern version of the factory-built drag cars of the 1960s. Back in 2008, Ford commemorated the successful '68 Mustang 428 Super Cobra Jet cars by releasing the 2008 FR500 Cobra Jet Racer, and this is the 2010 evolution of that car. These modern versions are track-only racers built from basic Mustang bodies and only equipped with the parts needed to go fast. A total of 50 were built at the Ford Racing facility, and under the composite hood lives a supercharged aluminum 5.4-liter Super Cobra Jet V8 producing over 900 horsepower thanks to stout internals and a 4-liter Ford Performance Whipple supercharger. A race-prepped C4 automatic trans and a strange 9-inch aluminum rear axle housing equipped with 35 spline axles and 488 gears help these things run low 10s in the quarter. And you can learn all about it in episode 264 of Muscle Car of the Week. Our next racer features the car and a very special driver interview with 3-time Indy 500 winner Bobby Unser. The car is a purpose-built stock car built by Bill Stropp and Holman & Moody and is powered by a Smoky Unic-built Boss 429 that Unser drove to the Pikes Peak victory in 1969. The legendary cast of characters in the story includes Bunky Knudsen, Smoky Unic, Bill Stropp, Holman & Moody, and many others, and Unser tells this fascinating story as if it happened yesterday. Unser had not seen this car since '69, but he was surprised to learn that the car remains in as-raced condition today. It was part of a huge display at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, and the car is a very special piece of racing history in the Brothers collection. Hear Unser tell the story in episode 200 of Muscle Car of the Week. Our next car was built not just to compete against other racers, but also to beat other automakers in the sales game. This 1962 Pontiac Catalina Super Duty is a factory-built drag car designed to win on the track and also to drive sales at the local Pontiac dealer. Pontiac was not a very exciting brand in the early to mid-1950s, but they decided to change their image and go for younger buyers in the late 50s, and cars like this one were the end result. These were built right on the factory assembly line using parts developed by performance companies with Pontiac part numbers assigned to them to make them legal for competition in the Super Stock drag class. It's powered by the race-bred 421 V8 under aluminum front body panels. The car was successfully campaigned by the Packer Pontiac team and ran the quarter in 11:73 at 118, good enough for a national NHRA Super Stock record. The story of this car and how it came to be is told in episode 89 of Muscle Car of the Week. Finally, we cap off our look at race cars in the Brothers collection with the first car we featured on this show, which is also the very first 1969 Camaro ZL1 ever built, complete with its all-aluminum 427 V8 poking up through the hood. This is the first of 69 ZL1 Camaros and was delivered to Fred Gibb Chevrolet on New Year's Eve in 1968. Gibb and his crew transformed the car into a drag race record setter and drove the car in races all over the country. Today there's less than 40 original ZL1 Camaros still in existence, and this was featured in detail in Muscle Car of the Week, episode number 1. Check it out. We hope you enjoyed our glance at these competition-bred muscle cars. If you dig this kind of stuff, click the subscribe button for more, and we'll see you next time on Muscle Car of the Week.